Hello? Am I looking in the right end?
But why are we here? We're here for FFB, Foundation Fighting Blindness. So put your hands together for that. We actually have a special treat tonight too, because a couple of the people who are kind of connected to that foundation due to challenges with their vision are actually doing 6 minutes tonight. A couple of sisters here, Heather and Jerry Shy. Give it up for Heather and Jerry Shy. Raise your hands, ladies. Raise your hands. There they are. Oh, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with, before we go into the 9 comics who are vying, what are they vying for? They're each going to do 6 minutes. I've worked with some of them to help with their material. How do you know who the comics are? I'm sure that, look around your tables. They have labored breathing right now. You might smell something funky at your table. But they're here tonight. The winner tonight will be on stage with me at my show at Foxwoods. I have one of the largest quarterly shows at Foxwoods in the fall. It should be in September and October. I'll get them a date soon. So that's what they're going for, okay? We actually had someone donate some Deep Eddy vodka, a new brand of vodka on the market, so I figured why not give the 2nd and 3rd place finishers some vodka so they can drive home and dull their sorrows for not finishing first, right? After they get home, not while they drive, especially not in West Warwick. No, they don't do that in West Warwick at all. Isn't that right? Not in Coventry either, huh? No. All right, so here's the deal. Before we get into the competition, I have 2 special guests. I do this every 3 months. The winner performs at Foxwoods, and then, you know, the winner will come back to the next Wild Bill show and perform. Because here's what's happening. I tried to create, and it's happening, an environment where people can come out and just say, I've always wanted to try comedy. I've always wanted to do this. Could my friends say I'm funny? Heard that shit, huh? Yeah. But this is a way where even if someone didn't do as well as I wanted to do, who cares? We're here to raise money for Foundation Fighting Blindness, and now you get to walk out of here and go, I did it! Ha-ha! I don't have to be 80 going, what if I just tried? Just get up here. And let me tell you, when you walk up these steps, this is so different. People are just staring at you. And not everyone's your friend. So you better be funny. No pressure, though. But here's what we did. And the woman who won the last Wild Bill's Comedy for a Cause performed with me last night at Foxwoods. She did her 10 minutes on stage there. She did awesome. She's actually a little bit under the weather tonight, but she will be judging. She's off in the corner. Kathy, raise your hand, Kathy. So what I wanted to do was to showcase you that it's not all about winning this. Because I have actually used a couple of 2nd and 3rd place finishers. Because I get a chance to look in the back and kind of see, I like that guy's demeanor. I like the way the girl delivers that joke. I like that style. And I have a lot of other shows outside here that I need people to open up for. So I'm watching everybody. I'm looking for something different. And I have a kid that's going to open up tonight that finished 3rd 2 shows ago when we raised money for Wounded Warrior Project. And so he's here tonight to start the night off. And then I have a special guest, a comedian that worked with me last night at Foxwoods. I won a competition at his club that he produces a show at in New York called Levity Live in West Nyack, New York. A comedian out of New York, Dave Satzik, is here to do about 12-15 minutes, okay? And then we're gonna get into the 9 comics. So that who drew number 1 for the comics? Who drew number 1? This guy right here. So even though he drew number 1, he really ain't going number 1. Or you ain't going number 2 either, okay? He's going 3rd, so we're gonna warm the crowd up. Put your hands together for the first comic. Where is he? He's around here somewhere. How do you miss him? Put your hands together for Evan Mookie Rocha.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Mookie Rocha. I'm here to tell you some stories. I don't tell jokes, I tell true stories. 100% true. I don't like to tell people I'm a comedian because then they say mean things to me. Like, you're a comedian, you look funny. And then I get my feelings hurt and I punch them in the dick. Unless it's a lesbian, then I punch them right in the balls. This girl came up to me one time and said, Mookie is what I call the vagina stain on my dirty underwear. Number one, ew. And number two, I really didn't need to know that, Grandma. It's kind of gross. My grandma passed away about a year ago, actually. We were sad. We were all sad. The first thing I did was I went to her house, and I went into her room, and I burned her underwear drawer. I had to look up what Mookie actually means. It's an old Italian word. It means moron, which sucks. But at least it doesn't mean what my grandma said it meant. When we were naming my daughter, we wanted to stick with the Italian-themed names, so we named her Jabroni. I looked that one up. It means Mookie. My daughter really takes after her mother a lot. She drinks till she passes out, and I can't get her to stop taking her pants off at house parties. She's Jewish too. I asked my father-in-law if I could convert to Judaism. He said, sure, no problem. I said, cool, is it gonna be a problem that I'm an atheist? He said, no, most Jews are. I said, once I convert, can I do comedy? He said, no, you're not funny. They're just gonna laugh at you. That joke's funny. I don't believe in legalizing marijuana, because reggae artists would have nothing to sing about. My dog's red rocket wouldn't go away. The vet said I need to get in there and clean out inside the hood, or else he could get an infection and die. I said, how often do I have to do that? He said, once a week. I was like, you hear that, buddy? You're gonna die. A friend of mine stayed over a couple weekends ago, and when they left, I found a pair of their underwear wedged in the seat cushions. So I did what any normal guy does when they run out of clean laundry, and I wore them. And I had previously never worn a thong before, but I gotta tell you, I felt like a massive slut, and that felt pretty good. So I went down to the sex toy store and I bought myself a rubber vagina. Yeah, I prefer real vagina, but real vagina doesn't prefer me. So I didn't know this, but porn stars make molds of their vagina and they sell it alongside their DVD. They call it a double box set. I got my favorite porn star, Mr. Rosie O'Donnell, alongside my favorite Rosie O'Donnell porno, The Flintstones, because I love yelling Wilma when I come. So I rush home with my rubber Rosie. I open it up and I realize it's not a rubber vagina at all. It's a rubber butthole. And then it hits me. Holy shit. I can't even get fake pussy. I fucked it anyway. A great man once said, I'm Mookie Rocha, and you're not. Enjoy the rest of the show, guys. This is gonna be great. It's a good cause. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Great for your next comedian. Or Bill, and then our next comedian.
Give it up for Mookie and his rubber vagina. I did that on purpose. You're all set. That's what you get for not saving your dog. You clean under that hood. All right, coming to the stage before we start with the competition. I met this guy a couple months ago in New York. Worked with me last night at Foxwoods, straight from NYC. Put your hands together for Mr. Dave Saintsick. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Keep it going for your host, Mr. Bill Simus. And how about one more round of applause for yourselves coming out and supporting this wonderful cause, the Foundation Fighting Blindness. I was actually honored to be asked to be a part of this. Jerry came and saw me at Levity. She was supporting Bill and asked me, after seeing me perform the first time ever, only time she ever saw me perform, said, I want you to come be a part of this. So I'm humbled to be asked to be a part of this. Thank you so much. You know, it's interesting because living where I live, it's about a 3-hour drive up here. It took me almost 5 hours to get up here last night. Like, no joke, for the Foxwoods show. So by the time I got to the casino, I didn't give a fuck about anything anymore. It was horrible. Every rest stop is 15 miles apart and they're all closed. No, proceed to the next one. 15 miles up, you get 15 miles up, the next one. Just keep going, just keep going. Piss your pants. Piss your pants. We dare you, we double dare you. I love the spring though, it was so nice driving up. I call it the spring even though it's really summer now because spring and summer have kind of merged into one hybrid season. Like we go like winter, spring, summer, fall. Like it's a really quick transition. We get like a couple of days, it's like snowing in like the beginning of April, and then all of a sudden it's 60 degrees by the end of the week. That just seems out of place to me. I'm not saying that global warming is real, I'm just saying that we're all going to hell. Quickly, really quickly. But springtime is nice. It brings all like those nice activities like christenings and communions and stuff like that. A buddy of mine, his daughter had her first communion about a month ago. 7 years old. I've never gone to a communion before, bought a kid a gift for a communion. So I'm like, what the hell do you get a 7-year-old girl for a communion? And I thought about it and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stuff 25 bucks in an envelope and just call it a day. And then I sat back for a second and reality checked myself and I said, wait a minute, I'm a stand-up comic and she's 7. Why the fuck should she have more money than me? Work hard for that money, so you better treat me right. I watch a lot of TV, like excessively too much TV. Does anybody else in here watch like way too much TV? Like brain rot levels of TV? You do. You don't understand. The man behind you, this strapping lad right here, started giving you the...
Oh yeah, my daughter looked at me too.
Ah, this is your daughter right here?
Yeah.
Ah, pleasure. So, give me a second just to get the... Cheeks are getting all red. Oh, well, the cheeks aren't red anymore. Just playing. Wasn't even interested. No, but I watch way too much TV. Maybe you've seen this if you watch too much TV. Did you see the commercial with Al Pacino that's been on at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I fast forward a lot.
All right, well, then if you fast forward to the commercial, you probably didn't see it. But this is kind of, I'm gonna give you an idea of what it was that I saw. I got a friend. Friend who says, Al, I can't satisfy my wife. She wants to sit side by side in separate bathtubs in an apple orchard. She wants me to get aroused when she brushes past my elbow while I'm building that birdhouse. I haven't been able to get my dick hard. 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 days. I said, oh, that sounds terrible. You gotta see a doctor about it. She says, I saw a doctor. What'd the doctor do? Gave me these pills. Ask your doctor if Cialis is right for you. If you experience side effects like a hard-on that lasts longer than 4 hours, go seek medical attention. They put a needle right in your dick. They drain it! Drain it. They pull all that extra blood out of your dick. Send you home with another hole in your dick. I need that like I need another hole in my dick. Ask your doctor about Cialis. Give it one more reason to say, hoo-wah. I don't know if you guys heard about this, Mom, daughter, you guys heard about this? The Al Pacino casting, he's gonna be playing Joe Paterno. Famed Penn State coach Joe Paterno in the new biopic. And you know he's gonna get nominated for an Oscar because it's Al Pacino and it's a controversial role. But I just can't help but picture like the Oscar clip looking something like this. Jerry, what the fuck, Jerry? Not you. Jer Bear. When I told you to say hello to my little friend, wanted you to stop at hello. And they never give the Oscar to who it belongs to. Like they always rob the person, so they'll be like, and the winner is Russell Brand for The Cat in the Hat. And Al Pacino will be like, what the fuck? And Russell Brand will come up and say, oh my God, thank you so much. It's such a wonderful accomplishment to win an Academy Award. I'd like to thank all the voting members of the Academy, the people at Warner Brothers, my fans. Cat hat in French, shot chapeau. In Spanish, el gato in his sombrero. My ex-wife Katy Perry inspired me to take on that character. Very complex character with deep-rooted emotional issues, tormenting children while their parents are at home. Jerry, what the fuck? I broke up with a girlfriend about a year ago, and it was an interesting breakup. It was because I'm a stand-up comic and she's a compulsive liar, so we never knew who was more full of shit. Like at any given time, it was like I have to fact check that shit in a second. Smartphones changed up her whole shit. I'm being a comic. I can say whatever the fuck I want. She can never know if it's true or not. But it was really unfortunate because it happened at the wrong time. We finally had like sleeping down to a science. You know, it takes you a while to figure out you're gonna sleep with somebody, like sleep next to them, not like fuck them. Sleep, you know. So this is what it came down to. I would sleep on my right side with my arm up like this, hand under the pillow, and my left leg over, left hand on the other pillow. So it's kind of like a fetal position like this. And then she would get the fuck out and go sleep anywhere else at all. I don't give a fuck. It could have been a homeless shelter. The point is it wasn't working anymore. It was done. It was done. Anybody ever watch reality TV at all? Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, MasterChef, any of the Gordon Ramsay shows? Love Gordon Ramsay. Love that guy. Well, it turns out this season the people at Fox are gonna be doing a season of Hell's Kitchen as Celebrity Hell's Kitchen. So tonight I want to give you a preview of what Celebrity Hell's Kitchen is gonna look like. All right, here in Hell's Kitchen, yes, you can only have one winner, but the person with the worst dish tonight, you're going home. You're leaving, taking your jacket off, going home. Red team, blue team, yes, each of you will have a chance to present your dishes first. For the red team, we have Stewie Griffin from Coho, Rhode Island, and Eric Hartman from South Park, Colorado. Gentlemen, dishes forward. Stewie, the hometown favorite, what have you prepared tonight?
Well, Chef, you know, tonight, for you here on Hell's Kitchen, I prepared a soup, you know, because I was told it was a soup round, so I figured get a little crazy, a little creative. And I decided to make you my signature cream of lentil.
Cream of lentils, Stewie, really? How have you prepared those lentils?
Well, Chef, you know, I boiled them first, and then I put them into a pan to sear.
Pan-seared lentils, Stewie, really? Let's give it a go, shall we? Smoky, earthy, robust, not bad. Not prepared to say best soup of the round just yet. Eric, what have you prepared tonight?
Well, Chef, much like Stewie, you see, I've also prepared a soup, you know, because production tells me everything they tell you to do to get over yourself. And I figured I'd make you my signature dish, which is a split pea soup.
Split pea, Eric, really, split pea? Not very adventurous. This is a competition. What type of peas have you used?
Well, Chef, you know, I used, you know, traditional snow peas, and then I split it with my pea.
If you're Pierre, are you serious? Take this dish back in line. Point goes to the red team. Next round, the vegetarian round. Morgan Freeman for the red team. Gilbert Gottfried for the blue. Dishes forward. Morgan, what have you prepared for us tonight? Well, chef, tonight I prepared for you the summer squash we'd never forget. It was the best squash that my friend Andy Dufresne ever had. Seasoned oh so delicately with just a touch of tarragon. I do so enjoy tarragon on my summer squash. It reminds me back when I was a boy. Morgan, shut it down! You have to narrate like yourself. Please, God, let me try it at least. Morgan, this is bland. It's bland. There's no flavor. Have you never heard of spicy before, Morgan? Are you serious? Take this crap back in line. I walked back into the line that day, feeling like Chef had shot me down worse than any woman I'd... Morgan, shut up! Gilbert Gottfried, what have you prepared tonight?
What have I prepared, Chef? What does it look like I prepared? This is my Japanese tsunami duck confit.
Gilbert, this was the vegetarian round.
Chef, the duck was a vegetarian. Can't we consider it his dish? I mean, now we're splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs, Gilbert. It's a shame to waste good duck. I'm gonna try it at least. Wow, Gilbert, surprisingly, not bad. In fact, it's a shame this was not a meat round. Yet I'm still going to award the point to the blue team for Gilbert's duck. It's not easy to roast a duck, Gilbert. Back in line. Final round to determine who is sending someone home here tonight on Hell's Kitchen. The entree round. Entree the Giant. Christopher Walken dishes forward. Entree, what have you prepared for us tonight? Chef, I wanted to make this for people that wanted to be. Entree, dear God, big boy, what was that? Try it again. Chef, I wanted to make this for people that wanted to be. Sounds like you wanted to make a dish for people allergic to peanuts, yes? All right, then what have you prepared? I made a pad thai. You made a pad thai entree? And what type of oil, pray tell, have you prepared this peanut-free pad thai in? I made it in a peanut. You made it in peanut entree, exactly. Don't you understand a peanut-free pad thai entree? Inconceivable. Inconceivable. Take that dish back in line. Anybody want a peanut? No one wants a peanut entree. Get back in line, I said. Christopher Walken, what have you prepared tonight? Chef, what have I prepared tonight for you? Stupid question, don't you think? Take a look, bang, you'll notice. It's a beautiful braised, roasted, pecan-crusted rack of lamb. I plated it with a spoonful of mint jelly and a sprig of cilantro. Rack of lamb, Christopher, really, rack of lamb. Very adventurous, but it's got to be cooked to the perfect temperature. Let's check it. Christopher, this is raw. It's raw! You can't serve lamb this undercooked, Christopher. Actually, Chef, I beg to differ. I call this my old dirty bastard lamb because, baby, I like it raw. Christopher, take that dish and the antiquated hip-hop reference it's associated with back in line. They don't get it if they weren't born in the 70s. They had to be teenagers to get that one. The person with the worst dish tonight leaving Hell's Kitchen. Andre, take off your incredibly large jacket. You're leaving. Wait, Andre, come here, listen before you go. You're a good person, Andre. You're a good cook. You've got a good heart, a big heart. Some might call it dangerously enlarged, but I want you to promise me when you leave here tonight, you're going to become one of the premier chefs the world has ever seen. And off you go. But we're not done yet. Eric Cartman, step forward, you pudgy little wanker, and give me your jacket.
Chef, what the hell did I do wrong?
Eric, you peed in my split pea soup.
Well, realistically, Chef, now I just feel like you're breaking my balls. I mean, you told me to make a dish on the fly. I got one kind of pea. That's another kind of pea, right?
Eric, you're disgusting. You're leaving.
Actually, Chef, I am not disgusting. I will leave. But I just want to quote Christina Aguilera when I say, I am beautiful. no matter what you say. So don't you bring me down.
Thank you so much, guys. My name is Dave States. I'm going to bring Bill Simons back up. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. Give it up for Dave Sasek from New York. How's the hot? Everyone's going to the bathroom. There we go. How the heart rates? Pumping? We all right? We're ready to start the competition. Here we go. Here's the deal. Keep this in mind with everybody. We had about 4 people returning. You're allowed to do this competition twice, okay? We have about 4 people returning for the second time only. We got some people coming to the stage for the first time tonight. So keep that in mind. Show them your love. Put your hands together for your first competitor, Mr. Patrick Maloney.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out tonight. I had no idea whether I was going to be going first or going last or anywhere in between. They called the comics over to the side here. They had these little crumpled up little pieces of paper. And everybody threw in their hand and grabbed a piece of paper. And I was looking at what was there and I tried to use some logic. And that is how I ended up being first. So I looked at that hand and I saw all these little crumpled up little pieces of paper. Then I saw one little paper that wasn't crumpled up so much. And I know how lazy Bill is. And so I figured that must be the last one that he crumpled up. That must be number 9. How little did I know that they crumpled up those little pieces of papers and I got the one that they did first, and then everybody got together in like a little sewing circle and they said, I think we need to crumple those up some more because this just ain't gonna fly. So that's how I ended up coming up here first. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming out here for this wonderful charity. It's a fight against blindness. And what I will say is, I talked to a couple of the comedians before the show, and every single one of them thought to themselves, I'm gonna do a joke that talks about when I was a kid and my mom said, you know what I'm saying. Do not masturbate, because if you masturbate, you are going to go blind. And so I promised I would not do that joke. Instead, I promised all the comics that I would not masturbate into their faces so they would not go blind. Did you like that one, Evan? That was just for you. So, hey, my wife is not here tonight. I asked her if she would come out. She looked me dead in the eye and she said, you have not made me come in the last 20 years. What the hell makes you think I'm gonna come tonight? So, we just had our 21-year anniversary. 21 years. We got married when we were 21, and we have been faithful for 21 years. About a month ago, we went on a cruise. Loved it. I loved it because I get to do a lot of things I don't normally do. My wife made me go out one night to learn to dance. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I am kind of white. All right. And it was the 5-year anniversary of Michael Jackson's death. God bless you, Michael Jackson. So they taught us the Thriller dance, which I cannot do for you now because I did not learn very much of it except for this part. And also this. Not a lot of rhythm there. But at the end of the presentation, the cruise director said, I would like each of you to do your best interpretation of Michael Jackson. So several people did the moonwalk. Some people spun around. I actually grabbed 2 of the kids and tried to bring them back to my cabin. All right, so when I was on the cruise, I wanted to give my wife an anniversary gift. And I thought long and hard, before we went on the cruise, I thought long and hard about something to give her. And I suck at giving gifts, like seriously. unless it has something to do with me eventually getting sex somehow, some way, all right, I'm not a good gift giver when it comes to that. All right, so my wife and I, we've been married for 21 years. She wears glasses now. And so I wanted to get her a nice gold necklace that had a bead on it, and I looked everywhere for it, and I had it engraved, SM. Now I know you're thinking S&M, but her name's Susan Maloney, okay? So that had nothing to do with it. But I presented the gift to her on the cruise, and she looked at me, and she said, why did you get me a butt plug with one anal bead on it? And I thought to myself, first of all, my wife knows what anal beads are? And the second thing I thought to myself is, this woman I've been married to for 21 years has no idea that I actually put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into getting this gift for her. I was deeply hurt. Look at me, I'm about to cry right now. I looked her dead in the eye and I said, why did I get you a chain with one anal bead on it? My wife is a nurse, and when I go to her parties, like a Christmas party or something like that, there's a lot of doctors there, there's a lot of nurses there, and the one thing they always talk about is what they pulled out of somebody's ass that week. One week they pulled out a Barbie doll, a flashlight, a mason jar. How the hell does somebody get a mason jar in their ass? So I was taking notes. Do not put a Barbie doll in my ass. Do not put a mason jar in my ass. So I'm not sure if you can all see this, but I have a massive sunburn here. Do you all see that? So my family went on a trip yesterday. We went to New York. We went tubing. Does anybody remember the video game tubing from like the 80s? Anybody? You push a button, you go one way, you go another way. I went tubing for 3.5 hours, and this is how I ended up. So, on the particular trip, my wife was going tubing too. She was behind me, which is upstream, and she was yelling to me. There's like millions of gallons of water pushing us downstream, and she's yelling to me, come back for me, come back! And there was only one instruction that the guy gave us. He said, if you want to go in a particular direction, you have to go backwards like this. So that was it. That was the entire instructions that they gave us. And so I said, sweetie, let go, let go. I felt like Dory and Nemo. I was like, do this. It didn't work. So I tried to slow myself down. The guide said that most of the water was about 3.5 feet deep. Some parts were only about 3.5 inches deep. And we were sliding across rocks, and I was literally trying to grab rocks to stop. And I got a rock right up in my ass right here. I have a lot of ass jokes, don't I? Right up in my ass right here. And she went speeding past me at this point. And so what I did was, the only thing I could do, I threw a rope, an anal bead rope. And this anal bead rope said, dear Susan, I love you so much, and I will love you until the end of time. And that is my time. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Patrick Maloney! Coming to the stage next, we have Jerry. Just let out a big exhale, Shy. Jerry Shy. Hold on one sec. You sure you want to do this? I'm gonna stand. Yeah, I'm gonna stand. Actually, I'm not gonna stand in front. You're on your own. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, can you see this? Okay, So, yeah, pole. So this just you can go left,
Not pull it.
you can go right.
Don't go
But
back.
if you see this pole right in front of you, back up. You're gonna here's the deal. You're gonna see everyone go. You're gonna hear this. If you hear a high-pitched cry, okay? So here's the deal. Jerry Shy, I met her through one of the softball teams that I used to play on. She used to come to the field with her sister and root everybody on. She is battling the retinitis pigmentosa, which we are raising money for tonight for Foundation Fighting Blindness, okay? So give it up for Jerry. You ready to rock? All right, this is your moment, girl. Live it up. Jerry Shy, everybody.
Thank you very much, Billy. Appreciate the opportunity.
Why you yelling?
You want to know why I'm yelling?
I'm scared. Tell me why.
Get off the stage.
Thank you, please. She's scaring the crap out of me right now. Stay right there. I got you.
All right, now I know. Okay, I see.
I think you're supposed to use it. I didn't have time.
All right, I'm good. I'm going left to right, not forward or back. I got it.
Giant diaphragm.
That's a huge condom.
Genetics.
So anyway, can we start over, Billy?
Let's run. Why are you yelling?
Why am I yelling? I'm gonna let you all know why I yelled at Billy. It's because when you've probably done it and you didn't realize it. When I've gone to places and I've asked people for something. No, forget it. No. A little off track here. But, no, that's okay. Sorry, thank you. It's because when anybody says, you know, if I say I'm visually impaired, they go, "Are you okay?" I'm like, watch my lips. I'm blind, I'm not deaf. And I swear to God, ask my sister and her boyfriend and anybody that knows me that goes to P. Bruins games. I carry these with me all the time. They're earplugs. It's because when I'm ready to ask where I can, you know, where an exit is or something that I'm visually impaired, I'll go, okay, hold on. I gotta put those in. All right, you can tell me now. So, well, thanks you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate your support so much. And so just yesterday, I had to go into an appointment in an office. And this is just a quick example of what happened with what I just shared, is that as she calls me in to the back, it's like a waiting room, and this whole office of like cubicles. And so she goes, "There's only me and one other person in the waiting room. I'm sensitive to your ears, so." She goes, "Jerry!" I'm like, "Oh, right here, I'm 5 feet from you." So she pulls me in the, I walk past her. I'm not walking. Imagine me walking past her. And as I'm passing her, imagine this, I'm walking past her. She's over here. She goes, "Can you go over there, please?" And I'm like, "I'm visually impaired. Hold on." "I'm visually impaired. Could you really, show me where to go?" I can't hear myself. So she just says, "Over there." And I'm like, first of all, again, I'm not deaf. And plus you're behind me now. That's even worse. Saying over there. Where the hell's over there? So I go, and Heather and anybody else who you know that has a vision problem, whether it be macular degeneration that the foundation is fighting hard which has some treatments, by the way. Slide in some education as I'm making you laugh, hopefully. And So anyway, we try hard. I mean, I'm like, as she's yelling at me, over there, you know, it's like, it's a government worker, by the way, so they're not the best happy people. So, yay, hate government people. Woo! Unless you're working there, then I'm sorry. So, you know, obviously we work harder because at that moment, in those few seconds, those very fast seconds that are going by, as she said, over there! I'm looking and I'm like, my eyes are just, my right eye is just going crazy because it's the only eye I use. And so I'm going, and I think I see an opening. So I go to it. Yeah, I won the lottery. That's the cubicle I needed to go in. So that's just one example of the yelling. And so I'm going to share something else too. And not by raising your hands, and if Heather comes up and asks you a question, don't raise your hands, because I can't see you. So if I ask you a question, you need to applaud for me to know that you're raising your hand. But you can't raise your hand. So, has anybody ever seen a blind person driving on the highway, your local streets, through drive-thrus?
Every day.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I hit you, right? So I want to ask you a question. Have you noticed, and if you haven't noticed, pay attention next time you do this. Why is there Braille on drive-through ATM machines? I'm not driving. She's not driving. And I'll tell you, it's like, the thing doesn't talk to you. So why is there Braille? It's like, I could be pressing 100 at once, I don't know. Oh, thanks, I don't know what I had, but okay. So, you know, next time you go through a drive-thru ATM, feel those buttons. Make some friends with those buttons. And then turn to whoever you're with and press those buttons. All right. So, and here's something I want to do. I really want to do, and if I do, I'm going to post it and put it on YouTube. And I want to video it and then do it, because I really want to see someone's reaction. I want to, one day, hopefully soon, before I'm totally blind, so I can enjoy it, I want to go through a fast food drive-thru, and then just do the normal process, you know, order, because they still can't see you. And then, just before we get to the window, stop the car. Whoever's driving, whether it be Tim, it won't be Heather, my sister, or any friend, Julie, Lydia, Mark, Melanie. I want to stop and I want to get out and exchange seats into the driver's seat. And I want to do this. We're going to go and I want to, you know, I can tap the gas. You know, they can control the steering wheel. I want to do the Stevie Wonder figure 8. You know? And by the way, this is my sister's cane. I'm stubborn. Maybe I should use one because I have no peripheral. I'm night blind. Can't depth perception. Maybe I should use one. This is all tangled. But anyway, when we pull up, this is what I want to do. I want to just let it unfold. Does this look familiar, guys? I can't believe I just did that. And I'm sober. You can't have fun sober. So I want to, you know, do the figure 8, and I want to take the cane, let it unfold, you know, at them though. Imagine I'm not moving. Remember, I can't move. So imagine there's a window over there, and I want to unfold it, and I'm gonna go with the window. Go, where, are you open? Where is it? Are you open? And then when it opens, it's just gonna go right through the window, and I'm gonna be doing this. Can I have an order, please? Now, I have to let my sister do this. I'm not used to that thing. Sometimes it's stiff, sometimes it's limp, who knows? And I'm single, by the way, so I have no personal relationship with anybody to make fun of that, so I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. Just my cat. But she's a girl, so she doesn't have that problem. So, and one more thing one of the examples I want to share is that it also, being visually impaired / legally blind / blind. By the way, I want to see it illegally blind. Why is it legal? At least I won't get arrested. I never get that term. It's like, I'm legally blind. Woohoo! I'm not going to be in jail because I'm legally blind and not illegally blind. Someone Google that and then send that information to me because I'd really, really like to know that. But, well, I can use Braille on my iPhone. Everything's going touchscreen for the blind. But being visually impaired can also backfire. There's a lot of funny stories, but they're not funny at the time. So when we were younger, Heather and I were twin sisters, identical twins. She's 5 minutes older, but acts like it's 5 years. You're welcome. So we were, as you can tell, tomboyish, my short haircut. I'm not gay, I'm just lazy. Everybody thinks I'm a dude, but no. And by the way, if you want to see the back of the shirt, just while I'm talking. I don't want to talk to you like this, but it's just a Blind Faith t-shirt that we wore last year. And just a side note, I want to thank Mark and Lydia. They're part of our Team Blind Faith last year. Thank you so much, guys. So I just finished with 2 quick things. The backstory fire. Backfire story. I want to do it backwards. Like this. So we were, like I was getting at, I've never been into like flowers and jewelry and nice fashiony clothes and let's go to the clothes store and walk around forever and buy nothing. So there was this, I don't know if any of you are from Warwick area, but way back in the, what was it, late 80s, Meadowbrook Plaza had Benny's, Cost Plus, the movie store, all these great plaza that no longer exists except Stop and Shop and Fantastic Sam, CVS, McDonald's. But anyway, so Heather, our friend Tracy, and I think there was another friend, maybe her friend Carrie, but they all wanted to go into the Rainbow store, the clothes store. And we had just left CVS. I had a big bag of stuff, I don't know. Look at me, it was probably candy going into the movies after. So I had this big bag, and I'm not gonna pace, but imagine me pacing. I didn't want to be on the floor because I wanted you all to see all this. But you can laugh, it's okay. So, and I'm pacing back and forth with the bag. I'm like, oh. I passed by Heather a few times. Come on. Oh, are you done yet? How many times you gotta look at that shirt? Jeez. And so I'm walking by, and our friend Tracy had our Warwick Vets jacket on, where we went for half a year before we were yanked to West Greenwich. So, and I'm walking by, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna find Tracy, and I'm gonna do something. And I had this bag. I mean, I swear, it was a big bag, like, you won the lottery, it's CVS or something. It's pretty big and heavy. So I go past this girl, same hair, Vets jacket. Uh-huh. And I go, whack. She turns around, and because of the vision problem, who I thought was Tracy did not sound like Tracy.
What did you just do?
I went, oh, you're not Tracy.
No, I'm not.
I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm blind. She's like, yeah, you're right, yeah. Jerk. I'm like, really, I am. I don't know how to prove it, but I am. So it can backfire. There's probably a lot more funny stories that we both can think of about that, but it can backfire. But like I said, at the time it's not funny. I wanted to get the hell out of there. I'm like, Heather, we're going. And I'm like, Tracy, wherever you are, get over here. So, you know, just as I'm closing, I just want to end and say, from all of my heart, I don't know why people use just the bottom. It's like, oh, just the upper quadrants of my heart. The top right section. I'm like, what the hell's with just with the bottom? I'm only good enough for the shit on the bottom? I love making Billy laugh behind me. It's like my ass is laughing.
Said your ass never smelled so good.
I use deodorant. No. But anyway, I don't want to keep, going on. I've way past that time limit. But sincerely, Heather and I are just, when I asked Billy to do this, I said, would you ever consider doing a comedy for a cause for the Foundation Fighting Blindness for our Boston Vision Walk, which takes place in October in Boston, actually Brighton, Artist on a Park. It's a 5K walk, and it's basically as any other walk. You raise money like hell, and you hate asking for money, and but if someday we want to drive, we can't drive, ever have. But in cemeteries, we've driven. Beach parking lots, we've been able to drive. Because in cemeteries, they're already dead, so you don't have to worry about it. But I just, there's actually no words to thank you, Billy, to thank all of you for coming out. I know it's for a great cause and you're having tons of fun after me. And before me. Dave was awesome. Thank you so much, Dave. Where are you? Thank you! You're over there! Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. Really appreciate it. You did a great job. Thank you so much. You're a new friend, my friend. And, but like I said, thank you so much. And, the Foundation Fighting Blindness, it works on all retinal degenerative eye diseases. Heather and I have had it since birth. Twins, identical twins. And the foundation works, like I said, on all retinal degenerative eye diseases, including macular degeneration, as I shared before. They're doing a lot of good work. Go to fightblindness.org, and you can read all the exciting. That's why we're doing this. That's why I'm so thankful to Billy, because this is our 4th year committing to each other to do this fundraiser. I mean, the Boston Vision Walk, and then some years have been difficult to raise money. Obviously, we all know the economy's not good. So I just want to thank you so much. It's just from all of my heart. And thank you so much. I salute you. But if I lost you, I just want to bring you back for a minute. Just 1 second. I just want to bring you back for 1 second. Don't come to me, just stay where you are, but come back to me. Listen, seriously, I just got one more thing to say. Thank you very much!
Thank you for calling me your ass. Give it up for Jerry Shy, everybody. Give it up for Jerry Shy. You might want this for later. I don't know what you want to do with that. I sure as I don't want to touch it anymore. You know what I'm saying, Kiwi? I don't like the way you looked at me, brother. I never had that in my hand before. This almost never happens. All right, here we go. Coming to the stage next. Put your hands together for Mr. Kyle. Who do we have next? Kyle Daly!
Give it up again for Bill, everybody. Once again for this cause. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Good enough. So I'm just going to start off by talking a little bit about myself. I am kind of a mutt. I am one half Irish Catholic, one half Russian Jew. I am the most guilt-ridden alcoholic you're ever going to meet in your entire life. There are just some mornings where I wake up and like, oh, God damn it. Oh, how did I drink so much last night? Oh, I must have made an ass out of myself. Oh, but then I'll find the tab from the night before and go, hey, I only spent $8. Then I just start doing an Irish jiggle, singing the Hava Nagila up and down the street, going, Hava Nagila, Hava. The best part about being only half, though, is I can play that card whenever I need it. You know, like, for example, if I'm over at a friend's house and they're cooking me dinner and I don't want to eat it, I'll just tell them it's not kosher. But a week later, I'll be at a restaurant with the same group of friends, and I'll look the waitress dead in the eye and order a rabbi's worst nightmare. Yeah, can I get ham, side of bacon, and how about a Star of David made out of sausage links, please? And my friends look at me and go, Kyle, you didn't eat anything we made you last week because it wasn't kosher. What gives? Guys, every once in a while my juice slips out, and there are a few telltale signs. You know, number one, I have a sudden urge to practice medicine. I have a sudden urge to practice law. And then I suddenly have an urge to write a diary in my attic. Really?
Really? Phil, your mic died! There. Yeah, it turned off. The battery died. No shit!
You have remote control?
Want me to just project the rest of the time?
Some applause going. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Motherfucker, all right. So, Bob, we're editing that out, right?
It's because you're Jewish.
Couldn't afford the good type of batteries, or just didn't want to pay it. So at any rate, though, you know, given my genetic background, there's a few things that I've gotten good, like I said before, you know, I can drink people. In fact, that vodka Bill was talking about, I already downed it. Like, it's gone. But the sun is my worst enemy! I need SPF 50 just to stay at a 2nd degree burn, okay? Like, there are just mornings where I'll wake up to get my newspaper and I'll come back, I'm redder than a lobster and tomato salad covered in ketchup. Yeah. So, but, you know, that's given the fact that I got all the recessive genes in the family, my younger brother got all the superpowers of the family. Like, he just got everything I feel an older brother should have. You know, I'm 5'9", he's 6'3", I'm 210 pounds, he's like $175. I learned how to play bass, he learned how to play the guitar. Basically, what I'm trying to say to everybody is if you had to take a wager as to which one of us lost our virginities first, I wouldn't bet on me either. You have a better chance of betting against the Globetrotters, okay? You know, but if you can get a good look at me though, you know, I got a pale face, light eyes, freckles and everything, red beard. I got the Irish face, but my brother happened to be the one that got the nose that was meant for sniffing out loose change. Yeah, if you need $1.50, he'll find it in couch cushions deeper than the Marianas Trench, I swear to fucking God. One time we were actually just hanging out, just chilling, and I'm like, look at my brother, I'm like, hey Ryan, you gotta tell me right now, like, what was it like being the only one in the family that got the nose? He's like, oh, it's fine. Except for the only downfall is that every once in a while when I light a blunt, I burn my nose. So my dad's a big time Grateful Dead fan, or as they're known in the scientific community, potheads. I'll never forget the first time I caught my dad's stash. I was going through his glove compartment in his car, and I found a bag with a green bud-like substance. And I'm like, hey Dad, what's this? He grabs it from me as fast as he can and just chucks it out the window. Now, I was 14 at the time, so I knew what the shit was, but I was an asshole, so I wanted to hear him say it. I'm like, Dad, what was that? He looked me dead in the eye and just went, oregano. Like, really, Dad? Oregano? Did you think that the sidewalk was too bland, so it needed some more seasoning? And it's just weird, though, because everybody in my family smokes weed. I smoke weed, my dad smokes weed, my brother and sister smoke weed. We got a pothead. You holding? You holding? Drug dealer right there. Who's a cop? Who's a cop? Bullshit. At any rate, so the point I'm trying to make though is the only person in my family that doesn't smoke weed is my stepmother. And guess who's the one that gets to tell everybody they don't get to smoke weed in the house? Yeah, dude, being a non-smoker in a house full of potheads and telling them they can't smoke weed is kind of like being a priest in a brothel telling everybody what they do is wrong. No one's gonna listen, no one's gonna care, and everyone is gonna be in a better mood than you are. Yeah. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you guys tonight, so I'm gonna hand it back over to our wonderful host, Bill. I brought fresh batteries, Simus.
Give it up for Kyle Daly! You know, Jerry, if your thing had batteries in it, I would have just fucking grabbed them right from there. That would have been... And I would have been like, wait, those are D's, they ain't gonna fit in this fucking bitch. All right. All right, your next competitor coming to the stage, put your hands together for the lovely, beautiful Erin Cavanaugh.
How's everybody doing? Thank you guys. Again, I'm thrilled to be here for such an awesome cause, so I'll just start by saying that. Thank you guys all for coming out. Looks like everybody's enjoying themselves, having some drinks, hanging out, night off from the kids. I was gonna say, I know you have kids, so don't even fucking not react to that. I don't have any kids. I have 2 dogs and a boyfriend. He's wonderful, in my opinion, so handsome, African-American, 6'3", huge fucking heart. We'll go with heart. You guys know what I'm talking about. Huge heart. Huge heart. He's awesome, and we just recently moved in together. We've been dating for about 2 years now. Just recently started living together, and things are great, except for there's just one little thing I'm trying to work out with him. I'm pretty sure that he's literally convinced himself, and I mean to like the truest extent of the word convince himself, that I just don't shit. Ever. Ever. God graced me with this amazing fucking body, and I like sweat it out or something, I don't know. My hair and nails grow faster, but according to him, nothing comes out of this area. I mean, he'd love it if things could go in that area, but I just told you he's fucking black. That's like a death sentence. Come on, throw a firecracker in there and call it a day or something, like. New meeting to tear that ass up. So like I said, he likes to think I don't shit, and by all means, I don't want him to know I shit any more than he wants to think I don't shit, but I try to be as classy about it as possible. I'm discreet. I sneak off when I gotta do my business. You know, he doesn't need to know about it. But it's so bad to the point where I find myself in the bathroom, you know. This is how cute I look when I'm taking a shit, of course. Getting ready to do my business, and I'll hear like our top stair creak that leads into the bathroom, and I'm like, I can't fucking move, like I'm frozen. Like I'm gonna get fucking caught murdering and hiding a dead body or something. I almost wish that I had a dead body. And no, that's what smells, baby, it's the dead body, it's not me. It's not me at all, it's the dead body, it's the person I just murdered. It's cool. It's like I'm ready to like pinch it off at any moment, like waddle out. Yeah, that's fucking cute, I know. He'll be like, you didn't wash your hands, and I'm leaving. I'm like, cause I'm fucking not done, you interrupted me, but I can't tell you I was taking a shit. Cause I don't do that. I'm inhuman. And the best part about it is how fucking opposite he is. I swear to God, in the past 2 years, I've known every single time that man has taken a shit. I'm either really fucking observant or he's just really obvious. But there's like a few things he'll do. So we'll be at dinner, you know, just got done eating. And he does the typical like, oh, baby, I gotta go take a shit, take care of everybody. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Meme. He has a really fast metabolism. I'm sorry. And another thing he'll do is we'll just be sitting there like watching TV or a movie and he'll just start fucking undressing. And so I'll be like, sweet, mama's about to get some. Taking off my clothes too, and he'll look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll be like, aren't we about to fuck? And he'll be like, no, I have to take a shit. To which I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're looking at me like I'm crazy because I think I'm about to get some, but you're just getting completely naked to go fucking take a shit. I'm sorry, not completely naked. The socks stay on, ladies and gentlemen, because God forbid his fucking feet get cold. God forbid, that'd be the end of all eternity because our tiles are really cold in the bathroom. He's ridiculous. And the other thing he does is, well, this one is not so much like something he does, but what he doesn't do. He doesn't fucking shut the bathroom door. So I'll be sitting in my bedroom and the bathroom's sort of off the bedroom and I'll smell it before I hear him in there. And he's a very quiet man of few words. But when he's shitting, he wants to have every sort of fucking conversation possible. I'll be in the fucking bed just relaxing, watching some TV and I'll hear, baby, come here. And he hates when I do this. Why? Just come here. So, what's up? Yeah, no, my day was great. How was your day? Oh, you had some corn, I see. Good. Awesome. And it's really annoying how it's such a double standard. Like, why do I have to be shamed about, like, my shitting situation, my situation? I have to hide it from everybody. So here's my thing. We have pills that can keep me from getting knocked up by his big black cock. We have pills that can keep me from getting a headache. We have all these pills, but we don't have a pill that I can take to make my shit smell like fucking roses. Like, how has this not been invented yet? If there's any like scientists or engineers in the room, see me after. But so long would be the days of being ashamed of taking a shit. You can go in the bathroom, drop a deuce, come out, just wait for it. Ladies, I'm telling you, wait for it. He's gonna be like, baby, did you just take a shit? And then we'll just be like, fuck yeah, that was me, that was all me. He's gonna be like, was that Island Breeze? Yeah, try something new. I got you some bacon ones too. Take a shit tomorrow morning. Whole house is gonna smell fucking awesome. But what a world, right? Just go in the bathroom, dump out, and call it a day. And speaking of calling it a day, my time's just about up, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna call it a day because I'm getting, a stomach ache, so I'll be in the bathroom if anybody wants a fucking autograph, all right? Thank you guys, you've been awesome. Thank you.
Give it up for Aaron Cavanaugh! Thank God you get a boyfriend because you would never get laid with that fucking material. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next competitor. I don't see him, but I'm sure he'll appear somewhere. Put your hands together for RJ Fournier. RJ! Did you not know you were next? Oh, is this part of your shit? Is this, what am I supposed to do?
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Don't look.
Don't look? You fucking doing magic?
I don't know. I didn't know today.
We have a magician, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm too big.
Too big. Give it up for RJ! Save Ferris, everybody. Save Ferris.
Jesus Christ. I think it should. All right, good. I think anything else? So what's up? I'm RJ. Such an honor to be here tonight. Such a great cause, and And like you saw, I'm sorry, I really didn't even, honestly, I didn't really know I was going to be here for this tonight. See, I'm a single dad, Bill's a single dad, we're both friends, and we do some things with the community. And we actually meet in the same building, so in my phone, it was all fucked up. Like, I thought it was having something completely different, and man, honestly, we meet with like single parents, because Bill's a proud single dad, so am I. Give it up to me, it's fine. It's fine. And Bill, but you know, I thought I was here for something completely different. See, he asked me to come up here because he's not really comfortable talking about a few things, believe it or not, and I thought I was here to talk about what it's like to be, you know, like a single dad and dating and, you know, living with herpes. So I, you know, that's what I thought I was here for. But, you know, that being said, I'll try to throw something together here for you guys. And so I'm probably really familiar to some of you people. Some of you people saw me here before. Dale's peeps here, right? Kyle, where you at? Kyle's out for a smoke or whatever. Anyway, so some people probably think I look fairly familiar. I get it all the time. I'm a bartender here and every day. I look somebody. I look like your grandson. I look somebody you knew. Like somebody you dated. Somebody you squared on. And I look like some guy from Law and Order. I look like every day, every fucking day. Trust me, I hear it. I look like the white Mike Strahan. I hear it every fucking day. I hear it from Matt Light told me that shit. I heard it from this woman, Debbie. She's a sports analyst for ESPN. I hear it all the time. I was like, motherfucker, like, he's getting me his payroll. I swear to God. I love you. You know? We don't have too much in common, though. I mean, you know, Mike doesn't take his shirt off unless he got a big fucking white body pillow like I do. We got a couple things in common, though. I got that big space in my teeth, amazing personality, of course. And one other thing we have in common, though, is that we both have one bad thing, is that we're both in the friend zone. I know. Come on, you work with Kelly Ripa? You're in the friend zone. You know he's in the friend zone. Fuck the marriage shit, you're just in the friend zone, motherfucker. You know you're in the friend zone. And I've been there my whole life, probably all of my life. If you don't know what the friend zone is, like basically how I explain it to people is, like if you're like in heaven, right? Like you kind of like when you die, like you go to heaven and you're like, you go to like, you see St. Peter, you know, he's got like Golden Gates, big fucking field of pink pussies for you. And then like we're in between, if you're a Catholic, you understand like limbo, right? Like in limbo, I'm like, oh, you didn't really get baptized, you're not gonna help. You're not gonna have it, but it's fine. But like, and you're like, no, it's not fine. So like, it's like, oh, okay. And then you go to hell. And we go to hell, you see Satan. And you know Satan. I'm a fan of Bill Simon's comedy. You fan of Bill Simon's comedy? Formerly known as Wild Bill Comedy. Bill Simon's Comedy, that's the hashtag, motherfuckers, check it out. So, you go to Bill Simon's Comedy and check out hell, you'll see Bill's ex-wife right there, that's Satan. And anyways, so basically how I explain it is like that. Like, you know, it's like, so when you're in heaven, like you got that fuck friend. And the fuck friends are great. Women, man, don't act like you're like, oh, shut up. Fuck friends, kid, whatever my mom said. It's a fuck friend, they're fine. Like, you know, you stuff her hole, you go home, she goes home, you're fine. Everything is good. You go out again, you don't have to have dinner, you don't have to do anything. I make popcorn, we screw and go. And then like in between, there's like limbo. Limbo is like when you got that friend that's really hot that you want to bang, but you finally do, you get like wasted one night, totally fuck her. And then like you bang each other, whatever. And then she's like, gone. She doesn't text you for a week, you just totally fucked up your friendship, it's all done. So you're like, great, well, I finally got where I was, but I've totally fucked up my friendship. So like kind of in between, it's limbo. And then hell is like the friend zone. But instead of seeing like Bill's ex-wife, you see me, right? You go to the friend zone, you're like, hey, it's RJ, here he is. I'll buy you a beer, cry on my shoulder, here we are. So that's pretty much the friend zone. Friend zone is like that girl that's with you your entire life. And it's just like, every girl you've ever known doesn't want to bang you because you always thought, oh, I thought you were with that one. I thought you were with this one, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? So I've pretty much been that guy my entire life because I'm always surrounded by hot women, obviously. So to break it down for you, I basically wanted to give you the big three, just in case you didn't know. I wanted to let you know what it was like to be in the friend zone because you might be in it and you just don't know. So I gave you the big three, and so to do the big three tonight, I brought a friend with me tonight who has been in my friend zone for a long time. She's the biggest cock blocker I've ever known in my entire life. Her name is Jackie Butts, and she's right there. Jackie, stand up. You got cards in front of you. Stand up. Where's the cards? All right, so we're gonna give you the big three. You do this with me, honey, right? I mean, look at her. She's beautiful, right? Look at her. Give me a big round of applause to Jackie Butts. Got a beautiful face and big titties. Look at her. She's fucking awesome. Look at her. So anyways, so I'm gonna start off with number 3. We're gonna go to 1. Can you handle that? All right. Do you wanna read number 3 for me? What's number 3 say? Sex talk. When you're with a girl who talks to you about her sex life, you're in the fucking friend zone. When you're with a girl like who's talking to you about how many times some guy licked her rim, you're in the friend zone. When you're with a girl who will talk about how many times she put the butt plug in, put the butt plug out, put the butt plug in, put the butt plug out, you're in the fucking friend zone. You can get anywhere near that vagina. You understand me? What's number 2 say? Shit talk. Oh yeah, ain't shit talk. I shit talk. I shit talk. But ain't shit talk like you'll think about shit talk. This girl talks about shit talking like it's her business. When you're with a girl who's comfortable talking to you about farting and shit and all that stuff, you're in the friend zone. You ain't getting anywhere near that. I mean, this girl talks about shitting like it's her job. Like when she talks about how big her shit is, like the ones you sit in and it swirls around the ball. The ball is like comes up, it's like a snake shit, comes around and like it's so big. It comes up and hits you in the ass. That's the big shit. You're in the friend zone. Hey, what's number 1 say? I forget. What's number 1 say? Come on, I got so much time. Damn titties. That's right. I live with this woman. I had like a built-in cock blocker right here. When you gotta live with a woman and she ain't afraid to walk around in her panties in front of you because you are not a harm in her life, you are no threat. You're basically gay. You might as well have a vagina. You are in the fucking friend zone, okay? When she walking around with them titties and bouncing like wobbly, 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 wobbly. Motherfucker, you in the friend zone, all right? That's how you know. But lastly, the thing that's not on there is when you meet a woman and she's had one of those Bill Simons, I'm a parent or herpes meetings, you gotta leave her ass in the friend zone. That's all I got for you. Thank you very much.
Give it up for RJ and his herpes. Where the hell did that come from? And how did my ex-wife get involved in this shit? RJ, let me tell you a little something about divorce, because you ain't in that fucking zone. Even though she's not here, she's a woman, she can fucking hear you. You just made my life a living hell for the next 6 months. Thank you, RJ. If she was at home just watching TV and all of a sudden she went, oh no. Coming to the stage, your next competitor. Put your hands together for the running back for the New England Patriots, Mr. Jeff Condon!
I spent the entire day today figuring out I'm going to be sitting in front of 200 people. How do I walk up there with like swagger like you read about? How do I go up there and just project an air of confidence that leaves them all awed? I just realized all I came up with was a sad little waddle and labored breathing from walking up 3 stairs. Yeah, I think stand-up comedy is like having sex with my wife. I have to perform for 6 minutes and someone's laughing at the end. Who the hell am I kidding? I only last 2 minutes and she's crying at the end. Get off me, I can't breathe. Earlier on, Patrick told you we discussed the masturbation of blindness with another comedian. That was me. When I grew up, that's what they did. They told you if you masturbate, you're gonna end up going blind. So everybody stopped because they were fearful if they were blind, it wouldn't be fun. So then you get older, you realize that's not true, because now, I don't know if you've seen those public service announcements, where they show you if you smoke, you don't lose limbs and all this stuff, and you're pretty much scared shitless, so you're like, I'm gonna quit smoking, I don't wanna end up like those commercials. So I figured when I was growing up, they should have a public service announcement for masturbating. I think it would've went like this. I masturbate every day. I never realized that my excessive masturbating would end in blindness. Now, I still masturbate every day, but now it's not as enjoyable because I can't do it while watching pornography. Has anybody here been to a Lamaze class? Nobody? You have? What a crock of shit that is, huh? Yeah, they sit around, you go in there, and the husbands are massaging their shoulders, and all the women have these, like, you know, Bambi the Dare eyes. Oh, I love you, honey. And the guys rubbing their back. I love you too, honey. That's not how it works. Now, due to the fact we're in West Warwick, and I'm a class act, I'm gonna have to give a little description before I tell my story. Any of you familiar with what a Neapolitan bar is? Yes? Who said that? It's ice cream, correct? Yes. Strawberry on top? What color is strawberry on the ice cream? Pink? Yep. You know where I'm going with this? Okay. And underneath the strawberry, you have vanilla, correct? Which is white. And then you have chocolate, okay? Which is brown. I'm trying to keep this clean and not vulgar. So, the vanilla is also called the taint. Now, the reason for that, because it taints strawberry and it taints chocolate, okay? So you all set with that? Okay, and patchwork is just chocolate ice cream and white ice cream. So everybody remember that analogy, because like I said, I'm a class act and I want to keep it that way. So I went to the Lamaze class with my wife, and you know, we're looking each other's eyes. Oh, this is beautiful. We can't wait to get from God. And it came time to deliver the baby. So we go in the delivery room, and I look up there, and they got some chrome stirrups. So they pop up, and they place one leg in there, and then they place the other leg in there. So I'm like, sweet! Where can I get a pair of these for home use? Shut up! You're embarrassing me. Everywhere we go, you embarrass me. I turn around and says, I'm embarrassing you. You got the gates to the promised land wide open. Your business is hanging out in front of everybody, and I'm embarrassing you. I hate you. I wish you were dead. So the doctors are going, please, we're just trying to deliver the baby. Both of you calm down and quit arguing. This is a stressful time. I said, okay. So she's in the stirrups, and the nurse says, push. Push as hard as you can. Ah! A Tootsie Roll pops on her eyes. I says, really? The birth of our kid, and this is the time you decide to shit yourself? She's yelling, this is all your fault. If you hadn't got me drunk that night, none of this would have happened. And the doctors are going, look, calm down. We're professionals. This actually happens quite a bit, okay? Relax, we'll take care of it. So the nurse says, push again. Another Tootsie Roll. Now, here's the weird part. The nurse jumps up to wipe the Tootsie Roll away. And she wipes towards the vanilla and the strawberry. I'm not even a medical professional. I know wipe away from the chocolate. So she's keep pushing the Tootsie Rolls out. I told the doctor, I said, look, she said she was eating for 2 at the buffet. We could be here all night. So he says, okay, we'll do an episiotomy. So he starts at the bottom of the strawberry, goes right through the vanilla, and he doesn't stop until he gets to the chocolate. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I put a surgical incision in the perineum from the vulva down to the anus to aid the labor movement. I'm going, you ruined a perfectly good Neapolitan bar, is what you did. So the kid, she pushes one more time after the episiotomy, and the head comes out a little. So back in the day, she used to stay trim. She had one of those things like they call it a landing strip. So the kid comes out just a little bit and he gets stuck. So I'm sitting there looking and it looks like he's got a mohawk. So I'm saying, oh my God, she's cheating on me with a Native American. So they did it again. They said push. The kid's stuck. I know this because the Tootsie Roll factory's in full production again. So I'm yelling, wipe away from the chocolate. And they go, okay, we gotta get this kid out. So now he comes out, he tells the other guy, get the forceps. I figured they come out with some fancy medical equipment. He comes out with friggin' salad tongs from friggin' Ruby Tuesday. Okay? Oh, the kid's stuck, we gotta get him out. So he puts the salad tongs on the kid's head. They're pulling him out. They pull him out, the kid's got the friggin' umbilical cord around his neck. It looked like he was in either a bungee cord jumping accident or like he was one of the best dressed babies there. Oh, I forgot to tell you in the beginning. You remember those Bambi eyes when they go in the delivery room? Yeah, they just turn into rabid pit bull's eyes. So, we finally got them out after they cut the cord and cleaned up all the Tootsie Roll wrappers and cleaned them all up, handed them off to me and said, here you go. Then we both looked at each other's eyes and said, oh, I love you too, honey. I'll be divorced, so if I do win tonight, you can text me the price. That's all I got. My name's Jeff. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Jeff Condon, everybody! Jeff, Mr. Neapolitan, I want to thank you for single-handedly ruining my every Thanksgiving Day dessert for the rest of my fucking life. I was a Neapolitan freak until you just fucking came up here. So, all right, here we go. Listen up, we got like 3 left, so I need you to stay strong, okay? So repeat after me, here we go. Pay attention now, pay attention. Only this area is fucking keeping up with me right here, only this fucking area right here. You just embarrassed me in front of them. Thank you, white people, thank you. Listen, while we bring up the last 3, let's get the judge's attention. To the left, you saw him earlier. He's acting cool, calm, and collective. Evan Mookie Rocha. In the middle, we have the winner of the last Bill Simons Has Got Me For A Cause, Kathy Young. Kathy, raise your hand. 2-time contestant. One of my faves, man. I love you, buddy. Mike Theroux. Coming to the stage. Get ready for this one, folks. Put your hands together. Make them feel some love. Make them feel welcome. Mr. Dale Cover. Here we go, Dale. Let's go.
What's happening?
last time I was here, y'all were beautiful. A great crowd. Made me feel real good. Give yourself a big round of applause. And just in case you decide to change your damn mind, I brought some colored people of my own. You can tell my people, they're the ones sitting over there like it's an Alabama sit-in. Might want to send somebody outside. Go check up, making sure your school bus ain't on fire. But I want to give a quick shout out to my beautiful wife. Put your hand up, baby. 2 days ago, she and I celebrated our 15-year anniversary. Come on, don't give it up for your boy. That's 15 years of goddamn slave. You know, I'm starting to think that whole 12 years of slave shit ain't nothing but a made-up story. Because you know, a brother wouldn't like nothing more than to disappear for 12 years. Come home and this kid just grown and done went to college. I think Solomon had to make up that story. Talking about he got kidnapped, sent down south, made to pick cotton for 12 years. Because you know back then, they ain't had no liquor store and scratch tickets. But she and I, as you can see, are in an interracial relationship, which means that every now and again when we in Walmart and happen to walk past a group of black girls, let's just say their low prices won't be the only thing rolling back. But we happy. You know, we celebrated. We went to a real nice restaurant. Tell you how nice the restaurant was. I go to the bathroom. I wash my hands. I look up, and there's a man standing there with a paper towel. He wants a tip. Now I'm thinking to myself, besides the fact that I can wash my own damn hands, where was this motherfucker 60 seconds ago when I was wiping my ass? This motherfucker wanted a tip, and he wasn't even there when I needed him the most. The reason why I was having such a big problem was because they had those electric toilets, you know, the kind that flush automatically. Now, I don't know about your stinky ass, but when I take a shit in the public bathroom, I put so much tissue around the seat that when I'm done, it looks and smells like a mummy died taking a shit. And so I go to sit down, flush. All my hard work down the fucking toilet. After about 5 or 6 times, I said, you know what, screw this. I just took a shit on the floor. And I know it sounds nasty. I know. But I cleaned it up. The problem was there was no more toilet paper. But the good thing was I had about $3 in my pocket. I used 2 to pick up the doo-doo, and I used 1 to wipe up the floor. Then after that, I realized I had another problem. Now I got shit on my thumb. No big deal, right? I just walk on over here to the electric sink and, you know, wash my shit off eventually. But it came on, I washed my hands, and that's when I looked up and I seen my fair weather friend standing there looking for a tip. So now you understand why I was so damn angry. And I started to cuss him out, and I said, you know what? Today's my anniversary. I'm gonna be cool, and I'm gonna give this brother a tip. I said, you know what? Today's your lucky day. It's my anniversary, and I just so happen to have $3 that I don't plan on using, motherfucker. By now you should realize, I don't like when people try to get over on me. And I'm sure you'll agree with me when I tell you that the biggest offender is right here in your own hometown in the supermarket. Now you can go to the register, right? Buy a can of beans, a pack of Franks, use a coupon, and pay with a food stamp. And this heifer still gonna ask you if you wanna donate $1 to the goddamn Jimmy Fund. Like, I got your Jimmy right here. Shit. You would think that the food stamp would be a clue that sometimes Jimmy ain't nothing but another mouth to feed. You be at home like, damn, who drank all the milk? Jimmy. Damn, baby, who ate all the cereal? Jimmy. Damn, who turned out the lights? Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. But the good thing is, thanks to Jimmy, we just run a free pack of sugar. Jimmy, Jimmy. But now the problem ain't over, because see, you still got to get to your car. Which means you got to walk by them damn Girl Scouts. Selling them damn Girl Scout cookies. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? Little girl, don't you know that aisle 7 is cookie heaven? I just spent 15 minutes in aisle 7 convincing myself I don't need no damn cookies. How the hell are you gonna sell somebody some cookies and they walking out the supermarket with a damn shopping cart full of snacks? That's like me after the show trying to sell Bill Simons a book of knock-knock jokes. Bill gonna be like, knock-knock jokes? Well, okay, I mean, I think I got $3. Let me see. You guys have been great, and that's my time. Knock, knock, people. Knock, knock.
Here we go. Here we go. The second representative of FFB, Foundation Fighting Blindness, is coming to the stage. So give it up for Heather, the other sister, Shy. Come on, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We practiced.
The mic is right in front of you.
Okay.
Now, did you bring, remember the flashcards we talked about?
They're over there.
You brought your flashcards?
It's over there.
Okay, hold on, I gotta go to flashcards. You can read up close, hold on. Don't move, don't freaking
Oh, no, no, I promise I can see the difference between the four.
Where are they?
It's over there on the chair.
This? That's it. This is your flashcard?
Yeah.
This is a flashcard. You plug your flashcard in? This is like the biggest flashcard I've ever seen. I thought like the 5x7. Okay. This, you're gonna use this?
Yeah.
This isn't gonna make anybody laugh. Are you sure you can use this?
I promise you, it'll make people laugh.
Are you sure? Prove it. Hold on. Are you sure you can make people laugh?
I swear, I'm
Right.
gonna make people laugh, right, people?
Okay, hold on. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if this machine can make people laugh. Hold on. Let's everyone quiet down. What do you have to do? You have to press a button or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Ready?
Wild Bill, go fuck yourself.
What did this bitch say to me?
Wild Bill, fuck yourself.
Now tell everybody what this laptop is.
Okay, yep. The laptop, its actually name is JAWS. It's a software program. Do you want to take the laptop from it?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. It's actually a software program that for people with vision impairments. And I don't use my eyes at all anymore to read. It's hard for me to see computers at all. The only thing I'm reading right now basically is my phone with my glasses. So everything you do on a computer, I do with JAWS. And you just heard JAWS go tell Billy to fuck himself. So he's really cool. So thank you, Billy.
I didn't know she had that coming. I didn't see that coming, so.
Yeah, actually, I don't see anything coming, not even my boyfriend.
I'm out of here now.
All right, Billy,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
go behind you like I did yourself.
I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah.
You don't need your flash card.
No, you can put the flash card away.
Don't go nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere.
All right, here we go.
All right. So like I said, I don't see him coming at all, right? My boyfriend? Yeah. Sometimes he yells, "Duck!" Or other times, Sports Center will turn on, and I'll hear, and that's how I'll know he's dun dun dun, dun dun dun. And so I'm a BBW. Give it up for all the BBWs in the house. Yeah. Blind, beautiful women. Yeah. So I've been in a relationship for 10 years. He and I have been together. But before I met him, I tried to get a guide dog. And I had too much vision at the time, so they said no. So I was like, all right, get me a man. So a man has similarities, guide dogs, similarities, sometimes not so much. But when Tim and I first met, our first kiss was a little awkward. I wound up kissing and sucking on his nose really hard. And that was when I think he realized I was a keeper. Yeah, you got that one, right? So back, the guide dog. And so I got me a man. But I'll tell you, my man's easy to get in the harness. But his farts are so much worse than a guide dog's. You know, ladies, the farts that wake you up in the middle of the night, that linger in the air, that you are holding your breath now, and you are praying that the end of you holding your breath, the smell has gone away. And it didn't. So you drag your ass out of bed, remember, it's the middle of the night, to the bathroom, and you grab that air freshener, and now you're dragging your ass back to the bedroom. You want to stick that can of air freshener up his asshole, but you don't. You spray that shit all over him. Then you go back to bed, and that stuff doesn't go back to the bathroom because you might need it again. It sits on your nightstand until I'm too lazy. And I grab the bottle of CK1, my perfume, that's sitting on the nightstand instead. So I spray that shit instead of getting my ass out of bed. And he wakes up. And he says, "What the fuck is that smell?" I'm like, "Oh no, you're offended." So similarities, guide dogs. So there's this thing about marking his territory though. All right, I understand the little pee around the toilet. Most men, dogs do this. But I don't understand the pee in all four corners of the bathroom. And sometimes I think I smell it on the ceiling. Yeah. So, being visually impaired, let's just say there's been several uncomfortable moments in my life. Funny, but I've done very uncomfortable things. Like opening the medicine cabinet and grabbing the toothpaste and brushing my teeth and thinking this tastes really weird, but maybe he just grabbed a different flavor. I don't know. I brush my teeth. It's not until I go outside and all kinds of people want to sit on my face that I know I just used Preparation H. It's been a lot of bathroom humor tonight, and unfortunately I have a little. Yeah, being visually impaired, when you walk into a restroom, you don't always recognize everything right away. This time I had to go really, really bad. Really bad, you know how that is. Like you're praying to God, there's no one in the bathroom. All 3 stalls, no one, right? So I go in, and I'm like, oh, feeling the lung. I'm like, oh, and open it. All right, cool. Do my business, I'm all set, all prepared. I sit down, I jump right up, because my hoo-ha just felt a flooded toilet. Yeah! Yeah, that happens. So now I'm like, okay, I gotta go, and I'm in this position, what do? I do the quick walk with the pants around the ankles and pray to God nobody's in the restroom. And I feel for the next door. I sit down and I'm like, no, I'm good. So yeah, that happens to people, okay? And then I have to tell you the best one of all. Being visually impaired, I was at Foxwoods with an ex-boyfriend. And for anyone who's been to Foxwoods, it's not really friendly to the people who need light to get around. Very dim. So I got into a fight with him. And being visually impaired, when I'm with my boyfriend, or the ex at the time, I grab his elbow because it's easier than me using a cane and them constantly worrying which direction I'm going in. So when you get into a fight with someone, what's the best thing to do for a visually impaired person? Rip your hand off his elbow, walk as fast as you can the other way when you can't see very well. So I come across this woman and she's really pissing me off because now she's in my way. You know, you do the dance, and I'm doing this dance for like 30, 40 seconds until I realize that the woman's wearing the same shirt as me. I look up and my eyes begin to focus and I am just screaming at myself in the middle of Foxwoods, in the mirror. I turn around and just say, I'm drunk! So, because I'm a lot more courteous than my beautiful boyfriend, I'm about to give you all a great big heads up that I'm about to finish. Unlike him, I lasted 6 minutes. Love you, baby. So I'm letting all of you know that I'm dun dun dun, dun dun dun.
Give it up for Heather Shy, everybody. Heather Shy. I always love looking at the spouses' faces at the tables. It's just, I am gonna fart in that room tonight. That's what he was thinking. I am gonna leave every toilet seat. I'm just gonna shit in the bed. Fuck it. Spray this, honey. Here we go, last competitor of the night. Let's get some energy in the room, folks. You made it. Great night, great cause, great opportunity for everybody in here. Put your hands together for Mr. Matt Mandillo!
See, the last time that I came here, he handed me the mic, which automatically made it easier. I just had to do that. Something weird happened to me the other day when I was in the shower. I had chapped lips. Now, for those of you that don't know, chapped lips result from dehydration. Your body pulls moisture from the skin in order to keep everything on the inside nice and wet. But I'm standing in the shower. My whole body is wet. I'm standing in a personal waterfall, and I can't figure out why I have chapped lips. I'm going through every, biological pathways and physiology class from when I was in school, and I can't figure out why I had chapped lips. So then I just masturbated and forgot about the whole thing. Because I'm sexy. I'm really not, I'm not. I do jerk off a lot though, because I'm single. And it sucks. It sucks. The people that say single is fun, they say, oh, it's great, you gotta love being single. Those are people that have resigned themselves to the fact that they're never going to have a relationship, and they've told themselves that. I hate being single. I used to say, I love being single. I can go, I can fuck any girl I want. No, I can't. Not even close. I can't even fuck the girls I don't want to fuck. All I want is, I see a lot of couples out here, and it's great, and it touches my heart, it does. And all I want is what they have. I look at this couple, and I want what they're pretending to have, which is happiness. It's actually, we don't even want to be happy, we just want to be content. That's all we really want. We want somebody that we know can't leave. Because I look at them, and you know what? They're smart. They're smart. What did they do? They had date night tonight. And they came here to a comedy club. Because they don't have to talk to each other all night, and they can say they went on a date. And I love it. And he's thinking right now, he's hoping that she drank enough tonight that she'll fall asleep, so he'll get an hour of TV silence. And she's hoping that if he didn't drink too much and fall asleep on the way home, that she can just tell him a story and he'll fall asleep, so that she gets an hour of peace and quiet to read a magazine. But how did you guys meet?
We worked together, and I was pregnant with her.
That's fantastic. I was expecting the first part, not the second. But they met because they worked together. I don't get that. I work as a doctor. I can't date my patients. I would go to jail. So I don't get to, so I have to rely on people setting me up, and that doesn't work because everybody that I ask to set me up with someone, one of their friends, hey, do you have any hot friends? Do you have any mildly attractive friends? Do you have any easy friends? They all say no, all the time. So I have to rely on internet dating, which fucking sucks. It sucks. Anybody do Tinder? Anybody do Tinder? Bullshit. The biggest crock of shit online. Because all it is a shallow app where you just look at pictures, and if you think the person's attractive, you swipe right. I left, and if you don't think the person's attractive, you swipe right. And it is so shallow and lazy, and I want to get to know somebody. Because all of this just ends up turning into this. But honestly, trying to meet people is tough because a friend of mine gave me this book on astrology. Because you know how real that shit is. And according to the book, Scorpios like myself are attracted to unstable people. It's the first real thing I've ever heard in an astrology book, ever. Because I am attracted to unstable people. And here is the example. My ex had bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and intermittent explosive disorder. Now, for those of you, any military folk in here, don't raise your hand, I don't have a lot of time. Just IED, improvised explosive device. This is the same thing, because this is what happens. It means that she will be fine, and then all of a sudden, explode into a cavalcade of cuntiness that just throws me the fuck for a loop. Here's an example. I love you. I love you too. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you again either. I'm so happy you're in my life. I'm so happy you're in my life. All right, I'll talk to you later. Good night. Good night. 1:30 in the morning. We're done. I hate you. What? Why don't you just go be friends with so-and-so? Then I get to screenshot of a friend of mine's Facebook page where I liked the picture a fucking year ago. So you're probably asking yourself, Matt, why would you put up with something like that? She had great tits. I mean, you got this alphabet soup of disorders. PTSD, OCD, ADHD, IED. All I cared about were the double B's. So I'm resigning myself to knowing, as I'm looking out into this audience, and I'm not seeing any crazy eyes, and I'm not seeing any symbolism, or any symbol, or signal, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say right now. I'm not seeing anything that resembles instability, which means one thing. I'm going home to jerk off in my shower. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you.
Give it up for Matt Mendillo! Let's run down the list here. Those of you competitors for the night, while you guys are doing the score real quick, the 50-50, we raised $500, so someone's walking out with $250. We also, everything included into tonight, we raised for Foundation Fighting Blindness, $1,350 tonight. Give yourselves, let's go. Energy, good job. All right, here's your comics, everybody. Give it up. Here we go. Third place is going to get vodka. Second place, vodka. Thanks to RJ. RJ, when you were going, I kind of gave you a little peeps, a little props. In first place, I don't have a date set yet because I just did a show last night at Foxwoods, so it's probably going to be, I'm in Reno the end of September, so probably October. Whoever wins, your group, they're going to be at Foxwoods. It's friggin' amazing. Anybody ever been to comics at Foxwoods? Amazing venue. And we usually average about 250 people a show, so it's a big crowd, okay? Third place, you get to pick from Ruby Red or Cranberry Vodka. So get ready in your head, Ruby Red or Cranberry Vodka. Third place, give it up for Jeff Condon! Good job, baby, good job. Cranberry, nice. Cranberry Vodka, so he can get drunk and take care of his UTI at the same time. There we go. Here we go. Second place. Put your hands together for Mr. Matt Mendillo! Matty! First place, coming to Foxwoods in front of 250 plus people. Put your hands together for Dale! Come on!